When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his future shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table!
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
Corey, CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to...
Hate is a word we don't use a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other.
These two have vowed to destroy each other, to end each other's careers here at Hell in a Cell.
The final match in an epic trilogy. I don't know if either of them is going to be able to survive tonight. This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has...
Take off! Cuts the attack off. Hooked up. DDT! And the action has shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
Get ready for chaos. The chair is coming out.
And Punk making his way back to the ring.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight?
You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's going to be adding even more to this match for Drew.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision? It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre.
Oh, clubbing blow.
An example of what makes the Scottish Warrior so ruthless in every sense of the word.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. Heading back into the ring now. Hooked up and backdrop suplex. McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
Oof!
Great wherewithal to dodge there. Quick evasion from him there. DDT!
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. He's setting the chair up, wedging it between the ropes. Oh my God, in the spine.
That'll make your legs go numb.
Heading to the top rope, looking for something big here.
Wants to finish this.
From the top, turns that back on CM Punk.
Punk dodges out in time. Bang! Back and forth we go.
Counters to gain the advantage.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. That's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, down with a GTS. No way Drew's getting up now.
Two. No way. No way.
The Scottish Warrior refusing to lay down his sword just yet. But you have to think that took a lot out of him.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow, here we go.
Oh, and nobody's there.
What a German suplex. Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Calculating the next move here. Ring rattling. High district for CM Punk.
Stalking from above.
From way up, dominating double axe handle.
Great in-ring IQ on display there. This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim.
And Drew, this one's for the match. The ref not even getting to one.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included.
Drew has a full grasp.
Jinoku driver. Grabbing the arms and just rapid stops.
Just stomping every single part of his body.
Drew McIntyre showing everyone why we call him the...
Sliding into the cover, looking to end this.
Using the ropes for leverage, that's not right. He got the shoulder up in time.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Touchdown kiss.
Going for the cover. He might just have it.
Stopping the ref's count at 2.
Are we sure the shoulder was up? That was so close. And he finds a way to elude that attack.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop.
From the top rope.
Diving elbow.
Punk has McIntyre on Dream Street right now. Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way. Punk and McIntyre might be close connects. McIntyre might have him.
Into the cover. What a kick out at 2.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow,
The countdown has begun.
He knew what was coming there. Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
and the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl. Talk now being applied to that arm, but a good old smack in the mouth breaks the hold.
One counter met by another.
Arm is trapped. Crossface. Submission. Will they tap? Submission locked in top.
His arm's trapped in the crossface, but he's able to shift his weight now, fighting his way out.
Loop resilience.
Big time height on that kick.
Setting up the table. Hopefully he's thought this through.
Both superstars perched up high.
Not from up there.
But an avalanche hurricane rana.
Arm wringer in control. Fighting back, however, punches to the midsection.
And one more reversal. Talk about evenly matched here.
Oh, turned into a backdrop.
Nowhere kick.
Match it.
The Scottish Warrior thinking about the end. The countdown's on.
McIntyre gets met with a response. Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
CM Punk from the top rope.
CM Punk with the elbow. What's it going to take to end?
Uh-oh.
Drew anticipated that one. Brilliant countering by both competitors.
And CM Punk is
Swapping some big-time swings here. Ooh. This is more like a barroom between these two. Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy. Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point.
The fight is on. It is furious.
Clearly, there's no need for finesse when flying fists will do just fine.
That shot ends things.
Maybe looking for a powerbomb here. But shots to the head quickly put a stop to that.
Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty.
You can tell he's struggling to gather his bearings. CM Punk looking to end things here.
Oh, GTS. Can that finish McIntyre? 2.
He kicks out somehow.
McIntyre's been taken to the deep waters, but he's proving to be someone nearly impossible to keep down.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
Down on the jaw. You can bite your tongue with that.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity to
Hit on CM Punk. He kicked out. Oh, my God, he kicked out.
This started as a match. Now it's a test of will. Both arms captured, and vitriolic stomps. And a mud hole is being stomped.
Oh, he had that scouted. Uh-oh. Blocks it with a big cross body. And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
Oh, my! Boom! Finds room for a back elbow.
Boom! What an uppercut!
Back into the ring here.
We know what's racing through his mind. Enziguri turns the tide.
Managing to evade a precarious position there.
No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Looking to adjust some features on their opponent. Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee, go to sleep. And if that doesn't finally get the job done, then I don't know what will.
Oof, hitting him with that rep. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Impressive display of power. It looks like the Scottish Warrior is beginning to fade. Michael Cole, will he tap out?
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. Totally helpless at the moment. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea.
God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Bam! Just beat down with that wrench.
Impressive awareness from him.
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. Oh, right to the throat. Great move. No count out as he takes things out of the ring. Sliding into the ring now. McIntyre counters with power. Turning the tables.
Montgomery
Look at John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
And he's going with the great equalizer here, the steel chair.
Oh, stiff wrench shot. And McIntyre on the receiving end again.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here.
He's finally able to get the reins on this one.
That might have been the decisive moment he was looking for in this.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Caught full force with the uppercut.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre. Turns that in his favor. Oh, my God, no. He just snapped the beam that holds the cell wall. That's solid steel. Oh, with authority. It looks like he's going to press his luck, climbing up the cell wall.
This is the definition of throwing caution out of the window. And the WWE Universe is on pins and needles for it. Boom! Dangerous heights here. This can only end in disaster. Punk showing off his technical prowess. Hammerlock drops his opponent with a massive line.
Oh! And you can just hear the steel straining with each impact.
These superstars are pressing their luck with every single bit of offense.
CM Punk looking to cinch in the Anaconda Bite.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Catches the kick.
These two have learned each other so well.
McIntyre a step ahead there.
Delivering a Falcon Arrow.
Everyone in the arena is holding their breath right now.
One wrong move up there could spell disaster.
Knee right on target.
Whoa! Towering back body drop.
Counter by CM Punk.
So hard to defend yourself when you're flat on your back. Attacking the hamstring with knee strikes.
This entire building's on their feet witnessing these lunatics fight 25 feet in the air. Picked up and being carried away.
Just a staggering impact into the ring, landing with a grotesque thud. He cannot be all right after that.
This is his worst night. Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh, my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
No! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
This is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a... A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against the man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men are loved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective eras.
These men had some interactions, even some battles during Punk's previous run in WWE, but back then, Seth Rollins was only starting. And a quick pin attempt. And he kicks out quick.
Expending energy on that kick out, but still very much in this.
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything in his power to resist Punk's mind games.
Well, I agree with that sentiment, Wade, but come on. Let's not pretend that Punk's immune to the psychological attacks the Architect is capable of.
Indeed, guys, Rollins and Punk are two masters at getting under the skin of their opponents. The big question is, who can execute on their plans first?
Right across the larynx. Getting back to his feet, trying to fight on, but it might be too late.
Taking flight.
Misses the target.
Quick thinking right there. Counters on counters. Technical prowess on display. Hoisted up. Powerbomb. Desperate situation.
But right hands create separation and an escape.
Double underhook backbreaker.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
He's able to dodge that one in time.
Dragon screw.
To the arm. And Seth, so often the aggressor, so often the more experienced man in the ring, simply cannot match CM Punk at this juncture.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Butterfly backbreaker.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight. Seth.
It's cinched in. This could be over. We're going to free the arm and does just that.
What's CM Punk going for here?
Driver spiked him.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 40. Look at this!
Bang! A springboard cross body.
Making a splash on the reckless attack. Able to steer clear of danger there.
Oh, he fends that off.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
We can see a count out here. Mongolian chop.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
He's able to beat the count just in time.
Maybe looking for a powerbomb here.
To the face. What a redirect.
He's making his way to ringside now. He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside. And driven under the steel.
You heard the thud on the steps. I guarantee that was the sound of bones shattering.
Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turtle. Traveling into the crowd now.
Have to be mindful of the count, though. Exiting the ring.
Lariat. He's headed to the top now. From the top. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
And going amongst the crowd now.
But remember, countouts are active in this match. Face first, driven down.
You've always got to be on your toes in WWE, even if you're in the crowd.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
The god of sleep, GTNs from Punk.
Seth's eyes look glazed over. Riding among the masses.
Gotta act fast to beat the count.
The seconds are ticking away.
Taking things to the outside, but gotta make sure to heed the official's count. There it is! Reversal! Kick gets caught.
Turn out the lights. The fans in the front rows are getting their money's worth tonight.
Headed back toward the ring, maybe to avoid the count out. Planning something big here.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God. And down for the count.
Barely kicks out.
They may not have too much left, but they at least had enough to kick out there. The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the Second City Saint.
Rollins looking to end it.
Huge stomp.
We've seen this win matches for Rollins.
Eagle-eyed official putting an end to the shenanigans. Not so fast. Hurricane Rana. CM Punk headed to the top rope. Oh, on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
From above.
Lift off. Cross body from the top.
He's going back for more. How much stamina does he have?
And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
They sing, I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness, Comer! Isn't it up and a kick out?
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins to be the better man. And straight into the pin attempt.
There's two. No, 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 no. Kick out, kick out. How is he still in this match?
By the skin of his teeth. Snapping the neck. Seth Rollins, CM Punk. These two men, two absolute titans in this industry. Similar in so many ways. They're both putting everything on the line tonight, battling with everything they have.
And this capacity Monday Night Raw crowd no doubt knows that they are watching an instant classic unfold between these two right before their very eyes.
Side Russian leg sweep.
Gets clobbered with the axe handle.
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk. Not so fast.
With what we've seen the midsection take here, every breath has to be sheer agony.
Yeah, Wade, hopefully the medical team doesn't find anything too serious. Punch right to the face. Oh, target of the arm. Stomping away, just ruthless.
And into the corner he goes.
And he retaliates.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi, and textbook CM Punk Anaconda vice grip.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Strong counter from... Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Sleep. That's going to keep Rollins down.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. GTS connects.
That has to be the one that ends this.
There's two. Oh, he just kicked out.
Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
And Punk might have just have swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
Knee to the face in the corner, follows it up with a short arm clothesline.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Sharpshooter applied.
Applying pressure to the lower.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Ooh, got caught with a punch to the face.
He saw that one coming.
Right into a counter. He's perched in the corner. Seth stalking him.
Seth could end it there. Into the pin. This could be it.
2 count. Rollins did it. Seth Rollins just beat CM Punk.
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
This has to be pure vindication for Seth Rollins. He beat Punk, extracted the demon, so to speak, and now he can... A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective eras.
These men had some interactions, even some battles during Punk's previous run in WWE, but back then, Seth Rollins was only starting to gain notoriety as a member of the Shield.
Consider this, guys. When Punk left WWE, Seth Rollins had yet to capture a singles championship on the main roster. Now he's a Grand Slam champion in WWE, a four-time WWE champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and a Money in the Bank winner who cashed in the briefcase in the main event of WrestleMania.
Wow. When you lay out Seth's resume like that, he might have an even more decorated career than the man who calls himself the best in the world.
If you're Seth Rollins, you've got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk sees an opening to set Rollins off, to take Rollins' eye off the ball, he's going to take it. Rollins simply cannot, under any circumstances, take the bait in this match.
Oh, gets caught up in a bad position.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what other...
No. Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Paying the price of treating your own body like a human crash test dummy. Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
That patented high-impact offense from the visionary. Punk's completely rattled now.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight. A little cockiness here from Punk.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a make.
Rollins drops his opponent. Stomp connects.
CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
And going for the pin. No, he gets the shoulder up.
This has been a hard-fought match. The calls are only going to get closer.
Leg drop across the neck. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
Oh, right to the throat. Great move.
Seth dodges that attack.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here. Heading into the crowd now. This could get dangerous.
Doing a little exploring right now.
Getting up close and personal with the WWE Universe.
And the fans are definitely getting their money's worth now. Getting to be a small part of the action here.
What a counter!
Powerbomb position.
Simple but effective technique to get out of there.
Jumping knee strike.
Lights out.
Unloading haymakers amongst the WWE Universe.
Getting away from the unwashed masses and back to ringside.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Rollins looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
Seth leaves again. Hey,
On Punk now lifting.
Uh-oh. He answers right back. Hoisted up. Gutbuster. The WWE Universe is going absolutely wild as these two battle it out in the arena seats.
The heel is hot, and now it is being bent in directions it was never designed to go.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg. And now war is being waged out in the sea of fans.
These people didn't know they had front row seats.
He's pushing to get back to the ring ahead of the count.
Things are heading ringside now.
Heading right out in the crowd for whatever reason.
He's getting back to the ring, looks like. And enters back into the ring. Oh, here we go. Buster. Versatility from Rollins.
Able to slip out of that situation. Seth's path to victory becoming ever clearer by the moment. He is enacting his plan against Punk to perfection. The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the second city saint, the voice of the voiceless, the ever-controversial CM Punk. A match years in the making has come down to this. Two men, both five-time world champions, physically exhausted, but refusing to relent, refusing to allow the other to take advantage of their exhaustion.
Sent flying out of the ring here.
Oh, look at this. Measuring. He's about to unleash something big.
No. Barrel roll tope.
showing reckless abandon. There was every chance that could have gone wrong, but instead, it was right on the money.
It looks like things are spilling out into the WWE Universe. He gets back into the ring, looking to beat the count out and head back to the ring.
Boom!
Oh, that didn't go as Seth designed. Watch out!
Boom! Mercilessly attacking the ankle, stretching the tendons and ligaments.
So much torque on the knee and ankle. Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no. Escapes and a chop block takes him down. Takedown. Looking for the crossface. Gets cinched in. This could be over.
Jeez, he's trying to...
Looking to free the arm and does just that.
And a well-timed counter.
Counter upon counter.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Nails the GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
And they're still in this.
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how he survived that.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Choose any Seth Rollins nickname you want, they're all true. And the WWE Universe can't deny it.
Bang! He finds a counter.
Flying in like a missile.
Seth Rollins, CM Punk. These two men, two absolute titans in this industry. Similar in so many ways. They're both putting everything on the line tonight, battling with everything they have.
And this capacity Monday Night Raw crowd, no doubt, knows that they are watching an instant classic unfold between these two right before their very eyes. Now entering the raucous crowd, just don't forget about the referee's count.
Ventures out into the crowd despite the threat of a count.
Hoisted up, double underhook. Weaves out.
Big clothesline.
He's got to make some moves here and suffer the count out. Blow after blow out in the throes in the WWE Universe itself.
They're not out of this one just yet.
With the count looming, he decides to head back towards the ring.
And Rollins capitalizes.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate.
Punk devising something.
Clothesline! Off with their head. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here.
He'll make his way to the ring. Good technique reversing Rollins. There goes Rollins, kicked out of the ring. And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Oh, colliding with the barricade. Entering the crowd, this could get out of control. Traveling into the crowd now.
Have to be mindful of the count, though.
Opportunity now for Punk to capture some momentum.
If Punk was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it. This crowd absolutely getting their money's worth tonight.
Seth Rollins now looking completely dominant.
With a Falcon Arrow. Oh, right in the arm. Carefully measured knee drop.
Well, I hope these fans are enjoying their front row seats to the havoc of this match. Getting way more than they paid for.
Back to the ringside area he goes as the referee continues to count. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Seth Rollins just goading his opponent.
He wants this fight on the outside.
Oh, jumping knee strike.
Lights out. The Revolution knee finds the mark.
for whatever reason.
Entering the crowd, this could get out of control. CM Punk has suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago and was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that tonight he's completely healed. But Wade, you're an athlete. Never divulge the extent of your injuries, right? Well, and CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
They sing, I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up and a kick out?
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
Seth Rollins.
Stomp! That could be Punk's demise.
The cover. Oh, he gets the shoulder up before 3.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting. CM Punk looking...
Devastating counter. Scouting paid off with a DDT.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Oh, wow. Lights out. Effective counter. Face first into the... Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. 2 men are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these 2 men. 2 absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this. CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. Ventures out into the crowd despite the threat of a countout. Don't know what the plan is here.
Oh, you know, just mingling with the people. Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off. It could give him the mental advantage tonight.
Seth is being overwhelmed.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
And he comes in under the ropes now. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though.
He's doing it.
Going for the pin. The pin doesn't even last to a count of one.
He's still very much in this match. If the quickness of that kick out is any indication, brought down with a neck breaker.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here. Chop block.
Momentum isn't completely out of Seth's side just yet.
That's possibly the trigger for Seth to battle his way back into this.
Fighting out. Hammered away with punches to the face. Sheesh, a painful looking chop. Big reversal by Rollins.
Rollins now, huge knee to the jaw.
Apparently, this match needed a mud hole.
And another just non-stop aggression. Alley-oop! Catches the leg.
What a roundhouse. Beautiful. What a way to shatter an arm.
Punk never saw that.
It's cinched in. We're going to free the arm and does just that. Time to go for a ride.
Oh, an exploder suplex.
Here we go.
Look at this. That is incredible. What a crossbody.
Putting it all on the line and coming up big.
Living dangerously to get the upper hand.
Followed up with a lariat.
Ooh.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back go to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Looking to explore things ringside now. And he throws the opposition back into the ring. And a kick out at two.
What will it take to end this? Because clearly that was not it.
And he turned it around.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
Roundhouse kick connects.
From the top rope.
Diving elbow.
Punk in the driver's seat now. He's got Rollins right where he wants him after that.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee. Gone to sleep. That spells doom for Rollins.
2 count. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner,
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event of the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the Architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank and the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
from Pensacola, Florida, weighing at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger. the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer.
Each of these 3 men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk is claiming that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're 2 of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth.
Looking for the quick pin. Kick out at one.
Showing that resilience, not an easy competitor to keep down at all.
And a suplex. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
He was looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick.
We'll focus squarely on Rollins there as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor. Jackhammer. CM Punk would burst onto the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, won by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the nimbly moving into a schoolboy.
Oh, wait a minute. Turns the leverage for a pin of their own. Counters. Cover. Getting the shoulder up before 2.
There's plenty of fight left in him. Adjusting their opponent against the turnbuckle.
Overlooking offense now from Punk.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Nice sit-out powerbomb. Eats a punch to the face.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. When Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Boom, kick connects. Reigns cuts him off. Oh, and a knee. And another. Precision strikes.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
And now he gets back into the ring.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him.
Oh, quick way to respond with a reversal.
Oh, what an axe handle.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Oh, did you hear that? Punk searching for something beneath the apron.
Introduced
Into the pin.
Was that enough?
A defiant kick out after one.
incredible resilience this deep into the match.
He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
Grabbing a kendo stick. Any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt.
And he's able to spear. Is it enough to overcome Punk?
And he's still in the game.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And after all that, Roman Reigns still hasn't ended this battle. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
And he doesn't even need to swing that kendo stick that hard to inflict a ton of pain.
Shin breaker.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins.
Executed finds its mark. And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid. Belly to belly. Roman for the win. And disrupts the count.
It's not over yet.
Oh, chair shot delivered. My God. Did you hear that chair shot?
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
What a display of strength here.
Can't prepare your face for that.
He's able to reverse it.
Check out the springboard. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Oh, just bludgeoning the competition with that blow.
This is it. He could put him away right here. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the three.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Seth just rubbing it in there.
And here we go, returning to the ring. Not a good spot to be in. Coming down on a chair.
Oh, my God. That fighting steel. Roman with his opponent.
Uh-oh.
Well-placed elbow fights that.
Hooked up. Oh, shit breaker.
Oh, no need to swing when you can just chuck right at someone.
Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. Seth is down for the count. Shoulder up.
He may not have too much left, but at least he had enough to kick out there.
And that cancels out Reigns' offense.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Climbing to the top turnbuckle now.
Wants to finish this.
Blast off. Whoa, cross body. Sliding back into the ring. DDT. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when 3 men made their way down the stick.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi commits, and now
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
Oh, jumping knee strike.
Lights out. Bang! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
Seth Rollins spear. Will Reigns finish things now?
Is it enough? Is this the end? 2.
Rollins spear.
Punk's got a problem here.
Into the pinfall for the victory.
What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the 2 men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE, that this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul. He goes for the quick pin attempt.
He's able to cut off the pin count here.
Ooh, and he stops that offense. Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though, into a top block.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
A well-timed maneuver there.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against 2 younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation, and the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk. It always bothers me to be around him and always leeching off other people's talent.
Hit hard and straight into the pin.
2. He gets the shoulder up before 3.
He really almost got embarrassed there.
Moves from the ring to the outside.
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street.
Wow, that was a stiff shot with a kendo stick. Oh, jarring uppercut. And he goes for the pin. Punk powers out, still going strong.
Cracks in the armor are appearing now. The match taking some toll.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company. Badmouthed the company for many years while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared up for 10 years.
Let's see if Punk can find an answer after taking that.
Oh, the welt's already forming from that kendo shot. Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
An extremely rough landing onto the chair. That pain's not going to go away anytime soon. Seth turns that away.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived at the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it. Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
Punk, right to the jaw.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
Boom! Read that one. Single leg drop kick caught him. Seth is down for the count. He gets the kick out after the one.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
Roman.
Spear by Reigns.
Reigns put his stamp on this one.
Cover. 2. What a kick out. I don't believe it.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
Roman has been denied. This is not something we're used to seeing, and by the looks of things, neither is Reigns.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense. Grabbing hold of a kendo stick. This
Shoulders down. This could be it. 3, no.
able to get the shoulder up, but that was a long 2 count. Saw that coming and quickly got the knees up.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when 3 men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation. Reigns now. Clothesline! Clothesline! Clothesline!
Battering clotheslines. Turns that back on CM Punk. And that was an efficient form of offense with that move.
Things are getting risky. This will not end well.
Nasty.
The hardest part of the ring.
Fishing for something beneath the ring.
You know he's looking to dish out some serious pain with that kendo stick.
And the counter from Rollins. Returning to the ring now.
Maybe looking for a powerbomb here.
But right hands create separation and an escape. Big clothesline.
Oh, I think I felt that one. Precision punch.
Rollins can't find any reprieve right now.
Reigns is making an opportunity for himself.
Ascending to the top rope.
From the heavens.
Taking a flight to nowhere.
Pedigree. Opponent doubled over. This doesn't look good.
Rollins with the stomp. Can Reigns recover from that? Look out. You gotta be kidding me.
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force. And he re-enters into the ring. Oh, that just looks like it. Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. Kicks out. He still has life.
And clearly, truly taking the...
Nice takedown. Stack them up. the pin.
Just in time, too.
Slammed down hard. A DDT drives that head into the ground. Roman just mocking his opponent now. He wriggles out of the danger zone there. Spear. Will Reigns close this out?
He's eyeing the 3 count here.
Makes a cover.
What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the 2 men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE. That this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
CM Punk will burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the tribal chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
Someone call a dentist.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. And CM Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against 2 younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation in the bright lights here at WrestleMania.
From the top! All the way to the outside! Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Oh, an absolutely disrespectful act of aggression. CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens," and it has.
Well, no matter the outcome, CM Punk will forever be a WrestleMania main eventer. Lariat! Ooh, a vicious shot right to the dome. Jeez, that's going to leave a mark.
And Roman and Seth, 2 former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the 2 former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him. Follows it up with a clothesline.
And remember the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
No, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
Powerful uppercut finds the mark.
And the action is getting a little too close for comfort here. Oh, what an axe handle. And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. So there's a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Oh, jeez. Nasty kick to the face. Into the ring again now.
Roman just adding salt to the wound right now. Roman!
Reigns! No coming back from Reigns after that. Two! Kicks out, just kicked out!
As long as his heart is still beating and there's still breath in his lungs, Seth Rollins will always keep fighting, even if it kills him.
It's not often we see the tribal chief held up at the 1-yard line. You have to think Roman will want to dial up that maneuver one more time.
Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly. Massive miscalculation on that one. Oh, what an axe handle.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Oh, God. The steel chair. Looks like he's opted to go with the simple but effective statement here. And a series of vicious stomps.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
And a stomp to the gut. Impact. Right in the kisser. Using the chair with no caution at all. This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object. Reigns is trying to pick his opponent apart physically and mentally. Launching through the air and connects.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
And now he's back into the ring.
Right now with a quick duck under and a urinal. He converts it into...
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. My God! Did you hear that chair shot? And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Woo! Stiff shot.
Neck breaker. Sling blade action. Rollins just a step too slow. And now Punk, kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang! Spear! Stop! Everybody down!
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, This could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people's he got?
Rollins lining it up. Here it comes. He's looking to do some serious harm.
That could be Punk's demise.
He manages to kick out. What strength.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now.
Capped off with a big one.
Double axe handle. Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. Clothesline.
He has his target weighed and measured.
Roman Reigns so dominant, bringing this back into the ring. And oh my, that could have been it, but he breaks up the hold.
God, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Seth Rollins just sitting back and degrading his opponent.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry. Whoa, look out!
Like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive. Oh, and Roman fights back.
Boom! Dialed back with an elbow.
Well-placed kick. Bringing the fight closer and closer to our announce desk.
Let's just hope they don't. Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk? Seth Rollins just goading his opponent. Drops his opponent with a massive line. Feeling the energy and ready to bring it to his opponent.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Roman's feet. Will that close Punk out?
Steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Nails the GTS. Is it enough for Punk?
Listen to this place. Roman's shoulders are down. Breaks the count.
After everything we've seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at this point.
And he heads back into the ring. Back of the neck getting worked over.
Stumbling to his feet. He might just be rising to meet his end here. Watch out.
And completely missed the mark.
Took that high risk, but just got a whole lot of nothing for it.
Plus landed awkwardly. Could be seriously injured now. Hammerlock now into a lariat. Any more blows to the head like that, the ref might have to stop this match.
Yeah, Cole, or we might even see this one end in a knockout. Good Lord, brutally swinging the steel chair.
Oh, clothesline!
Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
Double axe handle. Boom! Left shot. Oh, he cuts it off. Jumping knee strike.
Lights out. Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
Vintage Falcon Arrow. Delivered into the barricade.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
He gets back into the ring. He's setting the chair up, wedging it between the ropes. And this one might be headed ringside.
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand.
This is getting out of hand now. Every blow to the head seems to be more vicious.
Dazed and confused can be an understatement at this juncture.
Just sent crashing to the arena floor.
Punk's had enough. He's Seth dodges that attack. Back and forth, looking for the advantage here.
The WWE is showing their appreciation for the action they're seeing.
It has been an absolute war out there. These superstars' efforts are not lost on this crowd. Back in the ring.
Rollins now, opponent defenseless.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Nearly cut in half. Seth has got to dig deep now.
Ouch.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Down with a GTS. Will that sew this up? Oh, he is sadistic. That's the only way to explain why he just...
This could be it for the 3 count. Punk has beaten the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner,
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and...
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio,
times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, "He's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be"? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just...
And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submit. Michaels working against the hole and does manage to escape. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels squaring off for the coveted WWE Championship. Hostile crowd here in Montreal for what might be the biggest match we'll ever witness. This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Just from a style standpoint, Bret and Shawn are totally opposite. Bret's slow, methodical, with a technical approach versus Shawn's fast, explosive offense.
We also know that neither of them is above doing whatever it takes to get the advantage. We could go back and forth about which style is better, but it all boils down to simply who wants it more.
Power slam incoming, no.
And snapped down with an inverted DDT.
And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like that kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
3, 4.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Boom! Face first. Got to get back into the ring quickly. Otherwise, this match is over. Every shot these two throw at each other, Ty, is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus ruckus at the pub using the names Brett and Sean have called each other.
Had Michaels scouted there.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in.
Oh, what an elbow high on the chin.
Ooh, nice Russian leg sweep.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill.
Stopping all that nonsense right now.
In a sidewalk slam.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Wicked clothesline. Pop right in the stomach creates.
Down right into the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
Able to reach the ropes, and he's able to last here. He pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count. And Hart is channeling the energy of this crowd.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
Hart pausing to soak up the adulation. Ooh.
Oh, man. Exiting the ring, taking the action outside. Michaels has something in store.
Getting muscled up for a vertical suplex. Oh, nimbly landing behind and taking out the knee.
Ouch. Kick to the gut. And a big right hand. Oh, God, the crimson is flowing. He's seriously hurt now.
Oh, what a knee strike. Boom! Step ahead there.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
What a punch.
HBK looking to silence this Montreal crowd. Looking to break every Canadian's heart.
Barrage of fierce offense. He needs to get in the ring before the count runs out.
Answer after answer for each other's offense. He's heading back to the ring.
Was getting close to a count out there, but managed to get back in the ring. Oh, headbutt.
And the hitman continues to deliver irreparable damage onto Michaels. Launched right out of the ring. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
Michaels with the awareness. Really needs to take this back to the ring ASAP. The referee's not playing around. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out.
The ref's count continues. He better hustle back into the ring. Turns the tables with an elbow to the gut.
Uh-oh.
And averting damage there looked to become a highlight reel. Instead, just became a cautionary tale.
Paying the price tremendously now.
Some showboating from Shawn here.
Going outside. What's he got planned here? And slides back into the ring.
Oh.
And he gets the better of HBK.
What a crossbody.
His body has been the main focus of a lot of offense tonight.
Yeah, I think he's going to be feeling the effects of this match for a few weeks, Wade. Oh, my God. Right over the top and hit hard.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off. Teardrop suplex.
HBK has to be thinking about ending Brett's night after that move.
Elbow right to the nose.
Oh, God, jarring impact.
Better be paying attention. The official count is not stopping. Michaels gets out of dodge.
And something Brett has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen...
And Michaels now looking to put Brett hard away. Step through, could be sharpshooter time.
Oh, this would be humiliating.
Sharpshooter's in. Wait, what the? Oh, wait a minute.
Here is your
the call for the bell. Was Brett tapping out?
I think Shawn Michaels is the WWE champion.
I think Brett tapped out.
Well, Shawn has the gold. He must have tapped out.
What is going on?
There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Brett, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
His Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game. And he's taking this to the outside now.
Oh, thunderous clothesline.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Brett and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Brett and Shawn have called each other.
Just from a style standpoint, Brett and Shawn are totally opposite. Figure four. Wait.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a count out. He gets into the ring.
Back in the ring now, beating the official's count.
And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is.
Denying the attack from Michaels.
Trying to work the leg here. Doing lots of damage with an isolated attack on the challenger's leg.
Reversal. And that turns things around.
Each superstar trying to stay a step ahead.
The champion put a ton of power behind that, looking to completely crush the challenger's aspirations.
Kick right to the gut. Gonna grab this superstar now out to the apron and wrap their legs around the ring post. Figure four applied. Torturous maneuver.
He's gonna break his leg. Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
He retaliates with a counter. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Yes! Hitman staying on the attack.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
Oh! Less and less time remaining on the count.
Headed out of the ring now. 1, 2. Another blow to the body. I think the game plan is pretty clear now.
And his stamina's going to drain fast, taking shots to the torso like this.
Oh, what an elbow high on the chin.
A truly rough blow to the head, which appears to be the main target here.
Ooh, nice Russian leg sweep. Disheartening position for HBK.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Michaels turns that around. He's able to shut down the offensive flurry.
Good chance for Michaels to regain some composure. Oh, HB shizzle, not above some mind games, it appears.
Oh, will he get on with it already? This is a fight. No clue what he hopes to find down there. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Oh, cheap shot right above the eye.
Sliding back in under the ropes here. That's what they call me, the hot shot. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
And both athletes showing they have each other's number.
Oh, and a right hand for good measure. He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Wants to finish this.
And Bret up the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now look at A sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. Quick reaction to Hart there.
This match has gone above and beyond anything anyone expected tonight.
Neither Shawn nor Bret look like they're going to relate to the other. This has been more about punishing each other than winning the title.
Counter. He knew just what to do. Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Oh, man.
HBK looking to silence this Montreal crowd. Looking to break every Canadian's heart.
Reversals, reversals, and more reversals. Oh, whipped directly into the steps. No one wants to see a count out, but we're getting close to that. And he chooses to leave the ring.
Classic HBK, being the showman that he is.
Double leg takedown. Oh, we've seen this time and again from the Hitman.
The ropes playing a role of savior here.
Placing him in the corner. Turns things around with a big boot. Oh, what a clothesline.
How much more abuse can they take? Shawn and Bret are each looking from the top.
Michaels with a picture-perfect elbow drop.
HBK has to be thinking about ending Bret's night after that move.
Swing champions and go nowhere!
That just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
We almost just had a new champion, less than a second away.
And guys, Michaels is stunned. HBK thought this one was over, but the match will continue. Northern Lights. So much damage has been done to the body. I don't think this can carry on.
Yeah, I know this is about honor, but you have to think about your health, too.
Stomping down with all their weight.
Listen to this place. It's electric. He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Using that barricade with great effect. Stretching that shoulder.
Chair. Uh-oh. Gets the reversal. What a counter. Sidewalk slam.
Almost drove him through the ring.
Change of plans. A hit to the stomach.
Implanted by the DDT.
He needs to get in the ring before the count runs out.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat. He gets back in right before the count. Sidewalk slam. I don't even know if he knows where he is right now.
Probably not, considering the amount of damage to the head he suffered.
Right into a leg lock. Calling that cover for the championship. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman
feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Brett is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask? Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? And you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter egos, Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan, basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994, a show made famous when the fans threw so many chairs into the ring it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Please do not put chairs into the ring! Stop the chairs!
Cactus Jack was a master of the Falls Count Anywhere match. It allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here. Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving
CM Punk is here, and he is ready to return to the extreme.
Falls Count Anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds.
A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Whether it's in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Tokyo, Japan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Cactus Jack is revered as the most sacred of all hardcore icons around the world. And with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation tonight, he might just drag CM Punk all the way around the globe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
Going outside. What's he got planned here? Oh! Indy counters.
Russian leg sweep.
Oh, that'll shatter your chest.
Oh, man.
And Punk gets countered there.
Oh, catches the boot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
Oh, countering with a chop block will alter any attack.
Into the barricade. He connects with a counter. Oh, gets blasted into the steel steps.
Bam! Unable to evade the offense. Oh! And effectively using the headbutt. Boom!
Cactus Jack can really brawl with the best of them, especially the more physical the match gets. In fact, that increased physicality only seems to fuel him even more in a fight.
Yeah, that's the sadistic nature of Cactus Jack in full effect. Cactus knows how to tap into something dangerous, something unpredictable, something that most superstars wouldn't even dare to go anywhere near. But as we all know, CM Punk is just built different. And when Punk has to, he can tap into something dangerous himself.
Fans have long awaited this showdown, as Punk and Jack's paths have never quite crossed.
Indeed, Corey. Around the time Cactus Jack was winding down his full-time career, CM Punk's career was just beginning. While Cactus did have a brief in-ring return as Mick Foley in 2006, it ended a few months before CM Punk's debut.
And in both of those cases, Father Time had a hand in determining who would be the better competitor. Tonight, we're getting both men in their prime, and I cannot wait to see the destruction that ensues. Jack just got out of there.
Boom! DDT!
Stops that offense from connecting. A Falls Count Anywhere match, certainly.
And boom!
Taking to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
That'll jam your tailbone.
Ref, come on, ref. You can't allow that.
Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Whiplash, neckbreaker. He'll make his way to the ring. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
Now with kendo stick in hand, he's become even more dangerous.
CM Punk having a bit of trouble. Not finding as much support in this ECW crowd as he had hoped. Even though Cactus Jack and CM Punk have never faced off in the ring, Punk has had confrontations with Mick Foley in the past. In 2012, Punk brutally attacked Mick backstage.
And that attack almost led to a Survivor Series match where
This could be it. The pin. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
the ref didn't even get to 2.
Extreme Legends Brawl, I just have to sit here and appreciate the atmosphere that we are seeing Falls Count Anywhere in one of the most famous arenas in wrestling history.
Indeed, the ECW arena has been where many extreme icons have been created. And in these hallowed halls, two legends are currently doing battle.
Let me correct you there, Michael Cole. I would definitely classify CM Punk as an extreme legend and an icon. But in this arena, Cactus Jack is something more than those things. He's damn near a deity in this building and able to skirt around that attack. Wow, what a claw! Quick escape from danger there.
Uh-oh, mandible claw! Mandible claw! Taking advantage of the opportunity. Two! He kicks out at two!
Color me impressed. I have no idea how he managed to kick out at this point. Jack just got out of there. Oh! Good reflexes from him there.
Jack in a poor position.
Looking to put this one away.
There's two.
Not an easy escape, but staying alive for the moment here. Violent artistry, courtesy of Cactus Jack and CM Punk. That's what this bloodthirsty crowd clearly wanted. And now that is exactly what they are getting. At both of these men's expenses, physically and mentally.
And it's Cactus Jack with the reversal.
He's got him in his grasp.
Clothesline.
Oh! Punk never saw that coming. Just tossing that kendo stick with total disregard. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Measured kick to the vertebrae.
Slips out of the way.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
Punk avoids the attack.
Kendo stick wrapped around the head. That was a stiff shot with a kendo stick.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact. Sent flying hard into those steel steps. Oh, trying to make that arm useless here.
Oh my God, a steel chair!
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way. Back and forth, neither Punk nor Cactus Jack relented. Talk about an absolute battle.
A battle of wills with both of these men showing the ultimate willpower. Just an all-time violent classic we're witnessing right now.
Beautiful! Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
And nothing good has ever come from fighting up on the stage. And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Before they're done playing nice, they've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it.
Are you kidding me? How is that allowed inside a WWE ring? Big clothesline.
Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT.
And this could be it.
2. Somehow he kicked out.
And a well-placed calf kick there.
Ah, the look in Punk's eyes can only mean one thing. Cactus Jack in Punk's sights.
Counter by CM Punk. Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
Quick evasion from him there.
Look at this. This can't be good.
Slips out the back door and a chop block. Oh, what a knee lift. Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
Cut off with a savage clothesline.
And the parking lot continues to be the most dangerous place to settle your disputes.
Jeez, this is looking like an accident scene now.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. Oh, what a clubbing blow. Bam! Suplex canceled that move.
Well-aimed knee drop.
Oh, my. Hurling a message to their opponent.
Just clubbing down. And Punk wants more from his opponent.
Oh, clothesline.
Reversed with a swift knee to the midsection.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
Dear Lord, driven directly through the table. Punk sidesteps out of that. Punk looking to impose his will.
Trying to put them away, able to counter into a clothesline. Oh, that'll weaken your arm. Snapmare. Fist drop. What a counter! Uh-oh, mandible claw! Mandible claw! And more attacks landing against the skull.
It's a brutal strategy, but an undeniably effective one.
Stopped cold with a clothesline. And Punk clearly ready for a fight here. Just hurling that safety cone with such force.
Caught with a clothesline.
Getting muscled up for a vertical suplex. Oh, nimbly landing behind and chop block.
Ooh, great anticipation.
Both superstars showing great awareness of their opponent's repertoire. Butterfly
Covering their opponent for the win. Kicks out. What happens next is anyone's guess.
I can't wait to see. Sharp jab. Series of strikes to the back. So just a beatdown.
just fighting it out on the arena stage. A lot can go wrong up there.
He gets back into the ring.
Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT.
Has Cactus Jack delivered the exclamation?
Just ejected from the ring.
From the top, good Lord, taking flight. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Oh, look out! Just like that, avoiding surefire disaster. Risked it all and lost it all.
That's going to hurt in more ways than one. Flying. Looks like he's coming back in. Taking this thing out onto the floor now.
Sharp jab. Series of strikes to the back. So just a beatdown. Look at this.
Through the air. And connects.
The next level accuracy needed to hit that move cannot be understated.
And the body control, just amazing athleticism.
These two men have held the biggest prize in WWE
On multiple occasions. Both very proud champions.
Yes, Cole, both Cactus Jack and CM Punk have reached the top of the mountain here in WWE, but let's not pretend they are both in the same echelon as world champions. CM Punk once held the WWE...
This could be it. It could end right here.
Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
Whoa.
Sharp jab and series of strikes to the back. Just a beatdown.
Just going all out with every blow. And Punk making his way back to the ring. Oh, vicious headbutt. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
Headlock. Oh, cheap shot right above the eye.
Attack right to the sternum.
Goes for the suplex. Power up high. Oh, but dropping behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
Ducks out of harm's way and able to skirt around that attack. Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Boom! Face first. Goes under the ropes and into the ring. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Fighting, really? Even though Cactus Jack and CM Punk have never faced off in the ring, Punk has had confrontations with Mick Foley in the past. In 2012, Punk brutally attacked Mick backstage.
And that attack almost led to a Survivor Series match where Punk and Foley would have served as team captains. But as they say so often, cards subject to change.
Well, I, for one, am glad. That match would have been a battle by proxy. This one is a hardcore war happening.
And Cactus Jack is just so... Oh, no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out. Headlock. Oh, a cheap shot right above the eye.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Turns that back on CM Punk. Oh, goodness. That was hurled like a dart.
Oh, the DDT delivered. Able to parry that one.
Oh, he saw it coming.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
And averting damage there. Thumped with a big blow. Punk avoids the attack.
Oh, clothesline stops that move in its tracks.
Saw it coming. It counters it.
Escape just in time. Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Brutalizing his opponent with a mandible claw.
2 count. Barely kicks out.
Oof, that would get you ejected from the ice.
Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Oh, now this is a hockey fight.
Knee straight to the gut, stays off the attack. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Jack just got out of there.
Thwarts the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. Whiplash, neck breaker.
Gets out of dodge.
Go!
He saw that one coming. Punk dodges out in time.
Sharp jab. Series of strikes to the back. That's just a beat down.
What happens next is anyone's guess.
I can't wait to see.
Precarious place to have a brawl. The entrance stage is not a forgiving surface to land on.
Oh, man.
Cactus absorbing some offense already. Almost an appetizer for this sadist.
Jack wards that attack off and goes back into the ring here. Counters.
Check out the springboard.
The springboard attack fails to land. Boom.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Uh-oh.
All the way to the outside. Like a heat-seeking missile hit the target right on the mark.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. He's ready to put that chair to use. Getting out of harm's way.
Both of these men known for their expertise in match types like this. But CM Punk and Cactus Jack approach a falls count anywhere situation with differing skill sets. Wouldn't you say, Corey?
And shifting over for the cover.
2. A kick out at 2.
And you got to think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
And slides back into the ring. He's setting the chair up, wedging it between the ropes.
Oh, the sheer force of that Irish whip. Violent artistry, courtesy of Cactus Jack and CM Punk. That's what this bloodthirsty crowd clearly wanted. And now, that is exactly what they are getting. At both of these men's expenses.
Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT.
Has Cactus Jack delivered the exclamation?
There's 2. Hangs on by a thread.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
It must be.
And a small package here.
The cover. Shoulders up before 2.
Somehow they still manage to have enough energy for a relatively quick kick out.
Lariat.
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. And backbreaker.
He's headed out to the ringside area. Punk searching for something beneath the apron.
Opting for the kendo stick. He's not worried about getting too fancy here.
Bang! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on foot.
And now if this can get slapped on, Punk might not be able to tolerate the pain. Well, how the turntables.
And the ref can't even start the count.
After everything we've seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at this point. This could be it. He could be putting him away here.
Whoa, just flowing through the air. And I believe I'm starting to see some pain registering on the face of Cactus Jack.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Things are looking bleak.
Running knee. All out of sorts. He won't see this coming at all.
Fireball in the face! Are you kidding me? Just a sadistic act. There is no doubt that will cause permanent damage.
He counters with a great reversal. That holds back Cactus Jack's attack. Oh, what an elbow high on the chin.
Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT.
Is it enough to overcome Punk
For the win. 2. Cactus Jack once again thriving in the land of extreme.
Here is your winner, Cactus Jack!
Cactus Jack standing tall in the ECW arena. He and CM Punk just went to war.
One can only imagine how satisfied Cactus Jack must be with both the violence he just inflicted on Punk and the violence that Punk just inflicted on him. I imagine that for Cactus Jack, this win is just the icing on a particularly violent cake.
And for Punk, this loss is a disappointment he won't soon forget, if ever.
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing